I alluded to this in a previous video. Today we're going to talk about the grace of God. Now, I'm treading on thin ice here with a lot of different stuff for many reasons, but I'm not afraid. You see, I'm a firm believer in what it is that I believe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of what anybody else can say to me or about me. Meaningless. I live in the grace of God. You see how that works? Right? In the modernistic times, this term has taken over a complete different meaning of what it came down as in the very beginning. You got to remember, a lot of our religious beliefs and sentiments and all of that stuff come from way back in the eons of time, right? Certain religious beliefs and traditions, right, have only started just within the last couple of millennia. These beliefs have superseded all of the previous ones that were around for eons. You know, I'm reading things, and you know what I'm saying, they're saying they're finding stuff, people and bodies and stuff buried in the ice 40,000 years old. But you know what? That's 2 ice ages ago. Right? So human beings were alive then, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure there was a completely different understanding of God and what His grace was. Or in some cases, what her grace was. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to poke fun at anybody. I'm not trying to degrade anyone's beliefs. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to explain the base terminology of what all of these things are in a spiritual way, because you have to keep in context that words are deceptive, especially when you're translating powerful words from one language into another language that's eventually going to be translated into another language that's going to roll downhill into another language. You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of languages there are words for this or that or that or this. So we end up with words like God's grace or in God's truth or the light of the universe. Seeing and getting up. We end up with all of this stuff that, you know, light years from now, you know what I'm saying, people will look back on us and wonder, what the hell are these people talking about? You know what I'm saying? But let's get down with living in God's grace, or the grace of God. From my understanding, from the way I live my life every day, I understand that this term means the feeling of overall wellness and security within my own temple with God's grace, because He gave me this gift of life. You know what I'm saying? And what I choose to believe is God is way different from what the standard Christian belief in God is, right? What I believe, right, comes to me through my traditions. Right? I don't necessarily have a book that's thick sitting on my desk and reading that I live my life by. You know what I'm saying? I live my life by the book that's in here. And what I've learned and those lessons that have brought me to this point. Yeah, sure, I read books. There's a whole slew of them here in my desk. Right? Yeah, you know what? I even have a Bible. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, if you've noticed in any of these videos, I don't pinpoint any one theology or dogma and tell you that you have to follow this or believe this. And on the other side of that coin, I don't tell you that it's bunk or that it's phony or none of that. I encourage you to believe what it is you believe, because the grace of God, in my point, right, is you having enough wherewithal within yourself, right, to believe what it is you believe. Because if you don't believe it, it's not going to work. And if it doesn't work, then you end up. So, if you choose to live in the grace of God, then you choose to believe in the words that created you. You choose to believe in that energy that you are, and you want to carry it forward in a good way. You want to share this gift with other people. You want to be one of those people that walks with a firmness in their step. You want to be those people that thinks and speaks right? With a firmness in their voice, because you're walking and you're operating on faith. As far as I can tell, there is no empirical formula that that gives us the answer to faith. Now, that's another part of God's grace. Sure, I believe a lot of things, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that believe a lot of things, and they're wondering about a lot of things. That's not one of them that you should wonder about, because if you're if you're true in your heart, and you're true to yourself, and you're true to other people, then my dear friend, you walk in the grace of God with every step. Thank you.